Hello everyone, my name is Lakita. Today I am going to make an audio recording of inorganic chemistry and the chapter name is Acid and Base. Arrhenius concept of acid and base. Arrhenius, a Swedish chemist, was the first to define acid and base in aqueous solution. According to Arrhenius, an acid is defined as a substance which contains hydrogen and which when dissolved in water give hydrogen ion H positive. Accordingly, all mineral acids like HCl, HNO3 and H2SO4 containing hydrogen when dissolved in water dissociate completely into hydrogen ion H positive as HCl in presence of water gives H positive plus Cl negative. HNO3 in presence of water gives H positive plus NO3 negative. H gives hydroxyl ions OH negative. The substance like NaOH and KOH which when dissolved in water dissociate completely to give hydroxyl ion OH negative as NaOH in presence of water gives Na positive plus OH negative. KOH in presence of water gives K positive plus OH negative. Arrhenius named these bases which dissociate completely in water as strong bases. These are substances which do not completely dissociate into hydroxide ion. Arrhenius named these substances as weak bases. For example, substances like NH4OH, MgOH whole twice, AlO3 whole thrice do not dissociate completely to give OH negative ion and can be written as NH4OH in presence of water gives NH4 positive plus OH negative. MgOH whole twice in presence of water gives Mg2 positive plus 2OH negative. AlOH3 in presence of water gives Al3 positive plus 3OH negative. Hydrogen ion H positive obtained from the acid and hydroxyl ion OH negative obtained from the base combined together to form unionized water. Arrhenius described this combination of H positive and OH negative ion as neutralization reaction. Example: NaOH give Na positive plus OH negative. HCl give H positive plus Cl negative. Combining right hand side of this equation, we get Na positive plus OH negative plus H positive plus Cl negative gives Na positive plus Cl negative plus H2O. Cancelling the common ion on both sides, we get H positive plus OH negative gives H2O. Neutralization. Arrhenius concept is very simple to apply and explain a number of phenomena like neutralization, hydrolysis of salts, strength of acid and base. However, there are certain limitations which are described below. Number 1. Arrhenius concept of acid and base is applicable only in aqueous solution. This concept failed to explain the acid or base behavior of substance in non-aqueous medium such as liquid ammonia, liquid sulfur dioxide, alcohol, etc. Number 2. Arrhenius concept failed to explain the acidic character of substance like CO2, SO2 and SO3, etc. and basic character of substance like NH3, Na2CO3, CaO, etc. Number 3. Arrhenius concept also failed to explain the reaction between an acid and a base in the absence of water. For example, NH3 plus HCl give NH4Cl. Na2O plus SO3 give Na2SO4. Although Arrhenius concept of acid and base suffer from a number of limitations, yet the concept is very useful and informative for an elementary approach. Bronsted-Lowry concept. Arrhenius concept of acid and base was further improved by Bronsted and Lowry. Both Bronsted and Lowry in 1923 incidentally introduced the same definition for acid and base. According to Bronsted-Lowry concept, an acid is a substance which can donate a proton H positive, whereas a base is a substance which can accept a proton H positive. In other words, an acid is a proton donor whereas a base is a proton acceptor. As a result, Lowry-Bronsted concept is sometimes called the proton donor acceptor concept. It can be represented as acid, that is H positive plus base 1 proton donor. Base 2 plus H positive gives acid 2 proton acceptor. According to Bronsted-Lowry, a neutralization reaction involves the release of the proton by an acid and the acceptance of that proton by a base. For example, the reaction between HCl and NH3 to form the salt ammonium chloride can be represented as NH3 plus HCl gives NH4 positive plus Cl negative. The curved arrows show how electron must rearrange to result in the transfer of hydrogen atom from the acid to base. The unshared pair of electron on the nitrogen of ammonia is attracted by the partial positive charge on the hydrogen in the polar hydrogen chloride molecule. A comparison of the structure of reactant and product show that hydrogen atom which was bonded to chlorine in the reactant is bonded to nitrogen in the product. Thus, a proton has been transferred from chlorine to nitrogen. To act as a Bronsted-Lowry base, a species must have at least one unshared pair of valence electrons so that it can form a covalent bond to the proton. To act as a Bronsted-Lowry acid, a species must contain at least one hydrogen atom that is attached to an atom that is more electronegative than hydrogen. In this case, HCl loses a proton and is an acid. Ammonia accepts a proton from HCl and is a base. Some other example of acid-base reaction according to Lowry-Bronsted concept are HCl plus H2O gives H3O positive plus Cl negative. H2SO4 plus H2O gives H3O positive plus HSO4 negative. H2O plus NH3 give NH4 positive plus OH negative. It is important to note in the above example that water acts as a base with respect to hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Interestingly, water acts as an acid with respect to ammonia. Such a substance which acts both as an acid and as well as base is called amphoteric or amphiprotic substance. Similarly, bicarbonate ion HCO3 behave as an acid and a base. Example, HCO3 negative plus NH3 gives NH4 positive plus CO3 2 negative. HCl plus HCO3 negative gives H2CO3 plus Cl negative. Other example of amphoteric substance is hydrogen sulfate ion HSO4 negative. Conjugate acid-base pair. Let us reinvestigate a reaction between an acid and a base. HCl plus NH3 gives NH4 positive plus Cl negative. HCl being an acid donate a proton and form Cl negative ion, whereas ammonia being a base accept a proton and form ammonium ion NH4 positive. Now the chloride ion Cl negative has a tendency to accept the proton, whereas ammonium ion NH4 positive has a tendency to donate a proton. In other words, an acid donate a proton and become a base, and a base accept a proton and become an acid. Thus a base form from an acid is regarded as the conjugate base of acid. Similarly, the acid formed from a base is called the conjugate acid of the base. In the example above, between HCl and NH3, Cl negative is the conjugate base of HCl and NH4 positive is the conjugate acid of base NH3. Acid and base that are related by the loss or gain of H positive ion are called conjugate acid base pair. The Cl negative and HCl, NH4 positive and NH3 are conjugate acid base pair. We can represent the acid base pair as acid give conjugate base plus H positive, base plus H positive give conjugate acid. It is clearly indicate that any acid base reaction would involve two acid and two bases. These acid and base are called conjugate pair. For example, acid 1 plus base 2 gives acid 2 plus base 1. Example, HCl plus H2 gives H3O positive plus Cl negative. In the above example, HCl is an acid since it donates a proton and Cl negative is its conjugate base. Water accepts the proton hence it is a base, and H3O positive is the conjugate acid. A strong acid has a weak conjugate base and vice versa. It is further important to note that the Bronsted-Lowry concept is not restricted to only neutral molecule. The concept is equally applicable to ion as well. A careful inspection of above discussion reveals that number 1. A substance is capable of showing acidic character only if other substance is capable of accepting the proton, that is a base. For example, HCl is an acid in aqueous medium because water can accept the proton from HCl. However, HCl is not an acid in benzene because benzene does not accept H positive ion from HCl. Number 2. Not only neutral molecule but cation and anion may act as acid or base. Both Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry concept require an acid to be a source of proton. Thus, all Arrhenius acids are Bronsted-Lowry acid. Number 4. According to Arrhenius, a base is a substance which give OH negative ion involved in the reaction. The acidic nature of compound like BF3, FeCl3 and AlCl3. Lewis' concept of acid and base. G. N. Lewis in 1923 proposed a more general definition of acid and base which is based upon the donation and acceptance of electron pair. According to Lewis' concept, an acid is a substance which can accept a pair of electron. A base is a substance which can donate a pair of electron. In other words, an acid is an electron pair acceptor. It means that a substance which has vacant orbital to accommodate one or more pair of electron can act as a Lewis acid. On the other hand, a base is an electron pair donor. It means that any substance with unshared pair of electron can behave as a Lewis base. Thus, the acid-base or neutralization reaction involves the formation of a coordinate bond between the electron pair donor and the electron pair acceptor. For example, the reaction between boron trifluoride BF3 and ammonia is a typical Lewis acid-base reaction. Let us now discuss in detail Lewis acid. According to this concept, Lewis acid are classified as molecule having central atom with incomplete octet of electron, boron trichloride, boron trifluoride, aluminum trichloride, etc. are acid of this type. It is clear that central boron and aluminum atom have only 6 electrons. Number 2. Simple cation. All the cation are short of electron and can behave as Lewis acid. Large size cation like Na positive, K positive, Ca2 positive and Ba2 positive etc. behave as weak Lewis acid. This is because these have little tendency to accept electron. On the other hand, small size cations such as H positive, Ag positive, Li positive ion have a strong tendency to accept the pair of electron and are strong Lewis acid. In addition, highly charged cations have a higher tendency to accept electron pair related to lower charged cation of the given metal. For example, SN4 positive is a stronger Lewis acid than SN2 positive. Some of typical example of Lewis acid base reaction are given below. Ag positive plus 2NH3 gives AgNH3 whole twice positive. Cu positive positive plus 4Cl negative gives CuCl4 2 negative. Ni2 positive plus 4Cn negative gives NiCN4 2 negative. Number 3. Molecule in which the central atom has available d orbital and may acquire more than 8 electrons. Compounds such as AlCl3, SiFO4, SnCl4, SbF5 and SO3 are Lewis acid where the central metal atom can expand its valence shell. AlCl3 plus Cl negative gives AlCl4 negative. SiF4 plus 2F negative gives SiF6 2 negative. SnCl4 plus 2Cl negative gives SnCl6 2 negative. SbF5 plus F negative gives SbF6 negative. Number 4. Molecule with a multiple bond between atom of dissimilar electronegativity. Carbon dioxide represent an interesting example of a double bond between carbon and the more electronegative oxygen atom. Oxygen, being more electronegative, has a tendency to attract the shared pair of electron more toward it in CO2. As a result, it acquires positive charge on carbon atom and become electron deficient and attached with the oxygen of the hydroxide ion Lewis base. Similarly, sulfur trioxide acts as a Lewis acid toward water. Lewis base. According to this concept, Lewis base may be classified as one of the following type of substance. Number 1. Negatively charged anionic species. All the negative charged species are Lewis base because they are rich of electron and have a strong tendency to donate electron pair. Common example are Cl negative, O2 negative, OH negative, NH2 negative, etc. The greater the charge density of the anion, the stronger is the base. Number 2. Neutral molecule with one or more than one unshared pair of electron. Molecule with unshared pair of electron act as Lewis base. For example, NH3, H2O, R2O and R2CO act as electron donor. Number 3. Alkene and alkyne with multiple bond also form coordinate bond with metal ion in organometallic compound. Acid-base reaction according to Lewis concept. Some of the typical acid-base reaction involving the formation of a coordinate bond between a Lewis acid and a Lewis base are summarized below. Number 1. Combination between H positive and NH3. NH3 plus H positive gives NH4 positive ammonium ion. Number 2. Combination between BF3 and F negative ion. BF3 plus F negative gives BF4 negative tetrafluoroborate ion. Number 3. Combination of calcium oxide and sulfur trioxide Ca2 positive O2 negative plus SO3 gives Ca2 positive SO4 2 negative calcium sulfate. It is important to note that an empty orbital is being created on the sulfur atom by moving a pair of electrons from the double bond on to the oxygen atom. Number 4. Combination of cupric ion Cu2 positive with ammonia. Cu2 positive plus 4NH3 gives tetraamine cupric ion. Lewis acid-base concept discussed above is widely used because of its simplicity in understanding many acid-base reactions. In spite of its wider application than Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry concept, it has several disadvantages which are discussed below. Number 1. Lewis acid concept is too general and consider all reaction forming a coordinate bond to be acid-base reaction. This is, however, not true always. According to Lewis concept, some of the transition metal that form compound with carbon monoxide such as NiCO4, FeCO5, etc. are acid-base reaction, which is not correct. Number 2. Formation of a coordinate bond between an acid and a base is the basis of Lewis concept. However, the well-known acid like HCl, HNO3, H2SO4 do not form any coordinate bond with the base such as NaOH or KOH. Accordingly, HCl, HNO3 and H2SO4 should not be regarded as acid according to Lewis concept. Lewis concept does not give any uniform scale of acid and base strength. Lux-Flood concept of acid and base. A new concept of acid and base was proposed by Lux in 1939. This concept was further extended by Flood. According to Lux-Flood concept, an acid is any substance which accepts an oxide ion, whereas a base is any substance which gives up an oxide ion. Thus, Lux-Flood bases can be represented as CaO gives Ca2 positive plus O2 negative. PbO gives Pb2 positive plus O2 negative. Na2O gives 2Na positive plus O2 negative. And Lux flood acid can be tentatively represented as SiO2 gives Si4 positive plus 2O negative. Thus, Lux flood acid base reaction can be represented as SiO2 act as acid plus CaO act as base gives CaSiO3 salt. CO2 plus BaO gives BaCO3. SO3 plus PbO gives PbSO4. P2O5 plus 3Na2O gives 2Na3PO4. According to Lux flood concept, substances that show a tendency to lose as well as gain an oxide ion are termed as amphoteric. Zinc oxide represents an interesting example of amphoteric character. For example, zinc oxide can lose O2 negative to form Zn2 positive ion in addition to zinc oxide gaining an O2 negative to form ZnO2 2 negative zinc cation. ZnO gives Zn2 positive plus O2 negative basic. Similarly, Al2O3 can behave both as an acid as well as a base in Lux flood sense and hence act as amphoteric. Al2O3 gives 2Al3 positive plus 3O2 negative basic. Al2O3 plus O2 negative gives 2AlO2 negative acid. This concept of Lux flood is very useful at high temperature, especially in glass, ceramic industry and metallurgical operation. The concept of Lux flood can also be extended to halide and sulfide in place of oxygen. For example, AlF3 plus 3NaF gives Na3AlF. CS2 plus Na2S gives Na2CS3. Usanovich concept of an acid and a base. Usanovich concept of acid and base is very general and takes into consideration all the concept of acid and base proposed by Arrhenius, Lori Bronsted, and Louis Acid. In addition, Usanovich concept including all oxidizing agent as acid and all reducing agent as bases. Thus, according to Usanovich concept, an acid is a substance that reacts with a base, gives up cation, and accepts anion or electron. Similarly, Usanovich concept defines a base as a substance that reacts with an acid, gives up anion or electron, and combine with the cation. Some of the examples of acid-base reaction in Usanovich sense are illustrated below. SO3 plus Na2O gives Na2SO4. Na2O yield O2 negative ion, SO3 combined with O2 negative ion. Cl2 plus 2K gives 2KCl. K loses an electron or K is a reducing agent. Cl gains an electron or Cl2 is an oxidizing agent. Usanovich concept is very useful as it classifies all examples of acid and base together. However, it is too general. It is because it considers even the oxidation reduction reaction as acid-base reaction. Next is solvent system concept. Solvent system concept of acid and base was postulated by Caddy-Sley in 1928. It is an extension to the Lori-Bronsted concept and is applicable to both protonic as well as non-protonic solvent. According to this concept, an acid is a substance which either by direct dissociation or by the interaction with the solvent give a cationic characteristic of the solvent. A base is a substance which either by direct dissociation or by interaction with the solvent give the anionic characteristic of the solvent. The characteristic cation and anion of the solvent are the ion produced during the autoionization. The prefix auto means itself. To illustrate this concept, let us consider the autoionization of some protonic and non-protonic solvent. H2O plus H2O gives H3O positive plus OH negative. NH3 plus NH3 gives NH4 positive plus NH2 negative. SO2 plus SO2 gives SO2 positive plus SO32 negative. H2SO4 plus H2SO4 gives S3SO4 positive plus HSO4 negative. For example, HCl behaves as an acid in water solvent as it gives the cationic characteristic H3O positive of water. HCl plus H2O gives H3O positive plus Cl negative. Similarly, NH3 acts as a base in water as it gives the anionic characteristic OH negative of water. NH3 plus H2O gives NH4 positive plus OH negative. It is important to note that acetic acid behave as an acid in water as it produces the cationic characteristic of water. CH3COOH plus H2O gives H3O positive plus CH3COO negative. Acetic acid behave as a base in sulfuric acid as it produces the anionic characteristic HSO4 of the solvent sulfuric acid. CH3COOH plus H2SO4 gives CH3COOH2 positive plus HSO4 negative. Urea dissolves very readily in water and gives neutral solution. However, urea dissolves in liquid ammonia and behave as an acid because it gives the cationic characteristic NH4 positive of the solvent ammonia. NH2COCH2 plus NH3 gives NH4 positive plus NH2CONH negative. Similar to Arrhenius concept, neutralization reaction may be represented as the combination of cationic characteristic of the solvent with the anionic characteristic of the solvent to form the solvent molecule in non-aqueous medium. Some of the neutralization reaction in various solvent are given below. In liquid NH3, NH4Cl plus NaNH2 gives NaCl plus 2NH3. In SO2, SOCl2 plus Me4 and whole twice SO3 gives 2Me4 and Cl plus 2SO2. It is important to note that neutralization according to solvent system concept is the reverse of autoionization reaction. Type of solvent. Solvents are classified in a number of ways on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. Broadly, there are three ways in which solvent can be classified. Number one, protonic and aprotic solvent. Solvent which contain hydrogen and can lose hydrogen in the form of proton, that is H positive ion, are called protonic solvent. Common example of protonic solvent are H2O, NH3, H2S, HF, etc. Solvent from which hydrogen cannot be obtained in the form of proton is called a protic solvent. Common example are CH3CN, C6H6, etc. Solvent like N2O4, SO2 and CCl4 are also called a protic solvent. Number 2. Acidic, basic and amphoteric solvent. Solvent which have a strong tendency to give proton are called acidic solvent. Common acidic solvent are H2SO4, HF, CH3COOH, etc. Solvent which have a strong affinity for proton are called basic solvent. Basic solvent are ammonia, hydrazine, pyridine, etc. Solvent which display both acidic and basic property are called amphiprotic solvent. Example of amphiprotic solvent are water, methyl alcohol, etc. Number 3. Ionizing and non-ionizing solvent. Solvent which undergo self or auto-ionization are called ionizing solvent. Typical example of ionizing solvent are water, ammonia, hydrogen fluoride, sulfur dioxide, etc. 2H2O gives H3O positive plus OH negative. 2HF gives H2F positive plus F negative. Solvent which do not ionize are called non-ionizing solvent. Typical example of non-ionizing solvent are benzene, carbon tetrachloride, etc. Such solvents are non-polar and have low dielectric constant. Relative strength of acids. The strength of protonic acid can be compared easily by the tendency of the acid to give proton. Protonic acid like HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 ionize completely to give proton, whereas acid like CH3COOH, HF and HCN ionize completely to give proton. The acid which ionize either completely or to a very large extent are named strong acid. On the other hand, acid which ionized to a smaller extent are named weak acid. Thus, protonic acid, namely HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3 are strong acid, whereas CH3COOH, HF and HCN are weak acid. It is the extent of ionization of an acid which measures the strength of the acid. Let us consider the ionization of an acid Ha, which is represented as Ha gives H plus A negative. The equilibrium constant Ka for the reaction is written as Ka is equal to H positive A negative by Ha, where H positive A negative and Ha are the concentration of H positive A negative and the undissociated acid Ha. Ka is known as the dissociation constant or ionization constant of the acid. The magnitude of Ka measures the relative strength of the acid. The stronger the acid, larger is the value of Ka. It is convenient to use the term pKa to express the dissociation of an acid. pKa is equal to minus log A is equal to 1 by log Ka. A larger value of pKa means that the acid is little dissociated. It implies that the acid is weak. Thus, larger the value of pKa, the weaker is the acid. Trend in acidic strength. We have learned that the relative strength of acid in aqueous solution can be easily expressed in terms of pKa. The higher the value of pKa, the weaker the acid and vice versa. The pKa value of some binary hydride are given. Let us evaluate how the acidity of binary hydride depend upon the nature of compound, its molecular structure or its position in the periodic table. A comparison of the pKa value of binary hydride reveals that on moving from left to right across a period, the strength of the binary acid increase. For example, the acid strength of the binary acid along the second period decreases as HF greater than H2O greater than NH3 greater than CH4. The observed trend can be easily explained on the basis of electronegativity of the element as one moves from left to right along a period. Carbon less than nitrogen less than oxygen less than fluorine. It is very important to note that size does not change greatly across a period. With the increase in the electronegativity of central atom, the tendency to pull the electron pair from the hydrogen increase, thus facility to release of hydrogen in the form of proton and makes the hydride more acidic in character. On similar consideration, we can explain How the acidic strength of binary hydride of third period decreases as HCl greater than H2S greater than pH3. A comparison of pKa value of binary hydride revealed that the relative strength of the acid increased as one moved down the group. As inspection of the pKa reveals that hydrogen fluoride is a weaker acid than hydrogen iodide. The relative strength of halogen group 7A decreased as HF less than HCl less than HBr less than Hi. Similarly, in group VIA, the strength of the acid increased as one moved down the group. Water is a weaker acid than hydrogen telluride. H2O less than H2S less than H2Se less than H2Te. The actual order of acidic strength down the group in the periodic table cannot be explained solely on the basis of electronegativity consideration. For example, in group 7, fluorine being the most highly electronegative element should pull the electron pair toward itself in HF. As a result, the release of hydrogen in the form of proton should be highly facilitated, making HF the strongest acid. In fact, HF is the weakest acid. The analogy can be explained if we take into consideration the size of central atom. As we move down the group, the electronegativity decreases but the size of the atom increases. The effect of increase in size of the atom is more than the decrease in the electronegativity value of central atom. A proton can be easily removed from a binary hydride in which the central atom is bigger in size as compared to an atom which has smaller size. Thus, Hi can release the proton more easily than HF. As a result, Hi is the strongest acid whereas HF is the weakest acid among the halogen acid. The acidic strength of hydroacid can be easily explained with the help of Boron-Fraser-Haber cycle, which takes into consideration all the factors that determine the strength of acid in water. The acidic strength of an acid HX can be represented by equation HX gives H positive plus X negative. In Bohr-Fraser-Haber cycle for dissociation of HX in aqueous medium, step 1 is HX is dehydrated to give HX gaseous. The energy absorbed in this step is called dehydration energy delta H. Step 2. HX gaseous is dissociated in the constituent gaseous atom named hydrogen and halogen. The energy absorbed in this step is called the dissociation energy. Step 3. Ionization of the hydrogen atom occurs to give H positive gaseous ion. The energy absorbed in this step is called ionization energy IE. Step 4. The gaseous halogen atom are converted into gaseous halide ion X negative. The energy released in this step is called electron affinity EA. The gaseous hydrogen ion H positive gases are hydrated to give H positive aqueous ion. The energy released in this step is called hydration energy of hydrogen atom delta H H positive hydration. Step 6. The gaseous halogen ion X negative are hydrated to give X negative aqueous ion. The energy released in this step is called hydration energy of halogen ion delta HX negative hydration. The strength of acid or heat of ionization delta H is given by the summation of all the energy step involved and may be given by the expression delta H is equal to delta H plus D plus IE plus EA plus delta H positive plus delta H negative. In the expression EA and H delta H positive hydration and delta H negative are negative because energy is released in these steps. On the basis of energy released during the overall process, the strength of acid can be arranged in order Hi greater than HBr greater than HCl greater than HF. Strength of organic acid. Organic acid possesses either a carboxylic acid or a phenol group in their formula. These acids are capable of ionizing and hence releasing hydrogen ion H positive in solution. The acidic strength of these compounds is influenced by two factors, namely inductive effect and resonance. Let us discuss how two factors influence the strength of carboxylic acid. Inductive effect. The acidic character of the carboxylic acid is due to cleavage of OH bond in the COOH group. As a result, cleavage the hydrogen ion is released as H positive proton. Substitution of electron withdrawing group increase the acidic strength of the aliphatic acid. This can be easily explained in case of XCH2COOH where X is an electron withdrawing group. The introduction of an electron withdrawing group X give a positive charge to the carbon atom to which it is attached. This positive carbon in turn influences the electron distribution in the adjoining CO double bond O and COH bond by withdrawing electron due to positive charge. As a result, OH bond become weak and ionization of proton become easier than in the absence of this effect. Thus, the presence of fluorine in fluoroacetic acid makes it a faster, stronger acid than acetic acid as shown. Group that increase the positive charge on the adjacent carbon atom are called electron withdrawing and have plus I effect, while those increase the negative charge density have minus I effect. Since the inductive effect increase with the increase in number of substituent, it means that the strength of acid should increase with the number of electron withdrawing substituent. Thus, trifluoroacetic acid is more stronger than difluoroacetic acid, which in turn is more stronger than fluoroacetic acid. Thus, the acidic strength of fluorine substituted acid increase in the order CF3COOH greater than CHF2COOH greater than CH2FCOOH greater than CH3COOH. Electron releasing group like CH3 group with plus I effect increase the electron density on the adjacent carbon atom as well as on the carbon and hydrogen of COH group. That discourage the cleavage of OH bond and lower the strength of carboxylic acid. The successive replacement by methyl group in acetic acid progressively decrease the strength of the substituted acid. As a result, trimethyl acetic acid is weaker than dimethyl acetic acid, which in turn is weaker than monomethyl acetic acid and acetic acid. We have already learned that smaller the pK value, the stronger is the acid. Trichloroacetic acid with pKa value of 0.65 is the strongest of all the listed value of acid. Resonance effect. Resonance effect play an important role in determining the polarity of OH bond and hence influence the acidic strength of carboxylic acid. The resonance effect differentiates clearly between the aliphatic and aromatic carboxylic acid. For example, benzoic acid is a stronger acid than its saturated analog cyclohexane carboxylic acid. It is because the phenyl group is exerting an electron withdrawing effect, whereas the alkyl group is exerting electron donating effect, as is evident from the experimentally determined pKa value. The effect of substituting alkyl group in the benzene ring has very little effect on the strength of benzoic acid. However, substitution of electron withdrawing group in the benzene ring increase the acidity of benzoic acid by resonance effect. The resonance effect of nitro group is more dominant in the ortho and para position but not in the meta position. Of the 4 benzoic acid given above, orthonitrobenzoic acid is the strongest acid. It is because the ortho group is nearest possible from the carboxylic acid group and exert both the inductive and resonance effect effectively. Strength of oxo acid. The hydroxide of reactive metal are ionic compound and are strong base. However, hydroxide of non-metal are molecular compound and are acidic. The oxo acid can also be considered as the derivative of water and can be represented by the formula EOH, where E is the non-metal which determine the acidity of compound. The strength of the oxo acid depend upon the combined effect resulting from size of the atom E, electronegativity of the atom E, and inductive effect of the substituent present on E. A small and high electronegative atom E will pull the shared pair of electron between EO bond more toward itself. In turn, the oxygen will pull electron from hydrogen atom in the OH bond and make the proton to dissociate easily. This makes the compound EOH to behave as an acid. Thus, higher the electronegativity of E, the more easily the proton is lost and consequently stronger is the oxo acid. The acidic character of oxo acid of halogen decrease in the given order as is evident from the pKa value. The acidity of oxoacid are also related to the number of additional oxygen that are not part of OH group attached to the atom E. In this compound, the acidity increases with increasing oxidation number of the atom E. In the series of oxoacid of fluorine, the acidic strength increase in the following order. All these acids have only one protonated oxygen, that is only one OH group. Perchloric acid has 3, chloric acid has 2, and chlorous acid has 1 atom additional oxygen atom. These additional oxygen atoms tend to withdraw more electron density from the hydrogen through the intervening chlorine atom. As a result, the polarity of the OH bond increase more in the case of acid containing large number of oxygen atoms. As a result, the tendency for the proton to dissociate increase in order HClO4 greater than HClO3 greater than HClO2 greater than HClO. In general, oxoacid without extra oxygen are weak oxoacid with one extra oxygen atom are moderately strong, and oxoacid with 2 or more extra oxygen are strong acid. Alternatively, the increase in the acidic strength of HClO4 greater than HClO3 greater than HClO2 greater than HClO can be explained in the term of stability of the conjugate base formed by the loss of H positive ion from the corresponding acid. Let us consider all the non-hydroxyl oxygen atom attached to chlorine atom by a double bond. Ionization of a proton from the OH bond form an anion that is stabilized by the charge distribution over the entire ion. The greater the number of pi or double bond oxygen atom, the greater is the delocalization of the charge, and consequently the stronger is the acid. The charge distribution is minimum in ClO and maximum in ClO4 negative. It means that ClO negative will have maximum stability and hence maximum attraction for H positive ion. This makes HOCl the weakest acid. On the other hand, HClO4 negative will have maximum stability and minimum attraction for H positive ion. This makes HClO4 the strongest acid. We have already learned that with the increase in oxidation state of central metal atom, the acidity of acid increase. Thus, the order of increase in acidic strength of oxoacid of fluorine is HClO less than HClO2 less than HClO3 less than HClO4. The same argument of increased acidity with increase in oxidation can be extended to nitrogen acid, HNO less than HNO2 less than HNO3, and in case of sulfur acid, H2SO3 less than H2SO4. However, the generalization does not apply in case of oxoacid of phosphorus. The important unknown oxoacid of phosphorus are H3PO2, H3PO3 and H3PO4, in which the oxidation number of phosphorus is +1, +2 and +3. The expected order of their increasing strength is H3PO2 less than H3PO3 less than H3PO4. However, experimentally all oxoacid of phosphorus has been found to be weak acid with the increasing acidic strength in the order H3PO2 greater than H3PO3 greater than H3PO4. The discrepancy in the acidic strength can be explained if we take into consideration the molecular structure of these acids as shown, which contain the pH and PO bond rather than the expected POH linkage only. We know that the dissociation of a proton in an acid is possible only by the hydrogen atom attached to the oxygen rather than hydrogen directly connected to the central metal atom. The structure of hypophosphorus acid has only one OH bond. The second oxygen atom is unprotonated. As a result, H3PO2 is monobasic acid and give only one hydrogen ion H positive. On the other hand, H3PO3 and H3PO4 has 2 and 3 protonated oxygen atoms respectively. We have already shown in case of oxochlorine compound that the acid strength increase as the number of non-protonated oxygen atom increase. However, there is only one non-protonated oxygen atom in all the 3 phosphorus compound in this case. It means that the effect of non-protonated oxygen atom is more for one OH group in H3PO2, less for 2 OH group and least for 3 OH group. This explains the greater acidic nature of H3PO2 in comparison of H3PO3 and H3PO4. Acidic strength of hydrated cation. Hydroxide of reactive metal are strong base, whereas hydroxide of non-metal are acidic. Hydroxide of element near the borderline between metal and non-metal in the periodic table are amphoteric. It means that they can react either as acid or as base. With acid they react as base, and with base they react as acid. Aluminum hydroxide offer a beautiful example. In order to understand why aluminum hydroxide is amphoteric, we must consider the hydrated cation AlH2O whole 6 3 positive. When to a solution of Al2H2O 6 3 positive, a strong base such as potassium hydroxide is added, proton are transferred from the hydrated ion to the base. The following reaction that takes place: addition of OH negative ion shift all the 4 equilibria shown above to the right as hydroxide ion are added to a solution containing AlH2O 6 3 positive ion insoluble AlH2O3 OH3 written frequently as AlOH3 is precipitate out, which dissolve in the presence of excess of OH negative ions. If a solution of the strong acid is added to a solution containing AlOH4 negative ion, H positive react with OH negative ion to form water. As OH negative is removed, all 4 equilibria shift to the left. Insoluble AlH2O3 OH3 precipitate and then redissolve. Since AlH2O3 OH3 react with either acid or base, it is amphoteric in nature. Similarly, the hydroxide of chromium CrOH3, lead PbOH2, tin SnOH2 and SnOH4 and zinc ZnOH2 are all amphoteric. It is important to note that when protons are transferred from hydrated cation and OH bond break just as it does when protons are transferred from oxo acid. Equilibrium constant for the hydrolysis of hydrated cation can be measured. Thus, the order of acidity among alkali metal ion K positive less than Na positive less than Li positive. It is obvious that the acidity of hydrated cation of alkali and alkaline earth matter decrease down the group of the periodic table. If radii and electronegativity are similar as in the case of Na positive and Ca2 positive, then the higher the charge on the cation, the more acidic the hydrated ion. If one move across a row of the periodic table from left to right, ionic radius decrease and charge increase. As a result, acidity of hydrated cation increase across a row. For example, Na positive less than Mg2 positive less than Al3 positive. If charge and radius are similar, the greater the electronegativity of metal, the more acidic the hydrated cation. Let us compare the case of magnesium Mg2 positive and Zn2 positive. In case of zinc, the electronegativity is more, hence the cationic zinc is more acidic than magnesium. The hydrated Al3 positive ion with the high charge, small radius and relatively higher electronegativity is by far the most acidic cation. Role of solvent on the strength of Lewis acid and base. A solvent play an important role on the strength of Lewis acid and base. A Lewis acid on hydrolysis may produce an acid stronger than the Lewis acid itself. For example, boron trichloride, which is a Lewis acid, undergo hydrolysis with the evolution of hydrogen chloride. The sequence of steps involved in the hydrolysis are outlined. Number 1. The first step involves the attack of water molecule on the vacant 2p orbital of boron. A lone pair of electrons from water is donated to the empty orbital of boron with the formation of a coordinate bond. Number 2. The second step involves the loss of one HCl molecule. In doing so, one of the chlorine of BCl3 is replaced by one OH group. Number 3. The third step involves the repetition of above step till all the chlorine are replaced by hydroxyl group and one get boric acid H3BO3. Another interesting example where the role of solvent is greatly appreciated is the hydrolysis of silicon tetrachloride is to afford silicic acid. The distinguished feature in the hydrolysis of boron trichloride and silicon tetrachloride is the presence of vacant 3d orbital in case of silicon. The mechanism of hydrolysis is the same excepting that the water molecule attack the vacant 3d orbital of silicon, forming an adduct involving a coordinate bond between silicon and oxygen. The adduct form loses HCl molecule in step till all the chlorine atom are replaced by OH group, yielding finally silic acid SiOH4 as shown. So this is all about acid and base. Thank you.